Yo guys, what's going on? Today I'm about to do a quick review video on my brand new M140i Shadow Edition. I'll also be doing revealing the spec of the car, why I ordered certain things I did on the car, and why I didn't go for certain options as well. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's get to it. Yeah, a few things about the car that you may or may not know. Obviously, it is a BMW M140i Shadow Edition. It's basically just a set 1 Series on steroids, let's be honest. It comes under the bonnet, you get a 3-litre straight 6. Basically, that pumps out 340 brake horsepower with 500 Newton meters of torque. All together, you know, latched together and whatever, that gives you a 0 to 60 time of 4.6 seconds.
Wow.
If you get the automatic gearbox, which is what I went for. I believe it is about an extra 1,500 quid. Bit of a choice for me when I was getting the car, to be honest with you, but I'm really glad I did, I'll be honest with you. In my opinion, it's absolutely amazing. The gears honestly don't even feel like you're going up the gears. It's sort of one like gliding motion, if that makes any sense. I don't know if all autos are like that. Compared to the manual, I think the 0 to 60 does change, obviously, because the auto can change gears a little bit quicker than I guess I can, or any of you guys can. So it's about 0.2 seconds slower. Not a massive difference, nothing you'd really notice, but just for the convenience factor, having the auto is a massive benefit for me. Obviously, I do a lot of driving, so I kind of like the being comfortable and not having to move around. I mean, obviously for a driving experience, I mean, it would have been great to get the manual, but honestly, when I actually test drove a manual, and the gearbox just felt a little bit rubbery. If anyone has one, you'll be able to sort of relate, or if you get a chance to test drive, do test drive one. It just feels like when you're putting it in the gears, it's very hard to get it in on a manual, whereas with the auto, it's just, you don't have to do anything, it sort of does it itself. So obviously I went for the M Sport Shadow Edition option. It's basically a brand new sort of spec that BMW are now doing for, I think it's the 1 Series, 2, 3, up to the 5 Series, I think they do it for now. Obviously you can, the way the specs work with BMW, you can go for a base model which is classed as a Sport, then it goes up to sort of an M Sport, which is a bit more, bit more luxurious if you like inside or whatever. And then the top model is the M Sport Shadow Edition, which you get a lot of different, extras on the car that you wouldn't normally get, that you'd have to pay for. Those are basically include the Harman Kardon hi-fi system, which is the speakers. Now, I'm massively into music. Anyone that knows me will tell you I love literally all kinds of music, rap, hip hop, R&B, whatever. So these were a massive big yes for me. Even when I was speccing the car, I said it needs to have the best speaker you can get. It comes with the tele services, so all the different stuff, online services for the navigation and whatever. Comes with sun protection glass as well, which is really good. I'm going to get that done anyway. I'm thinking of tinting the front windows. M Sport braking comes with it as well. You also get cruise control, which is really handy if you're doing long sort of journeys, motorway driving. This amazing black panel display, which I absolutely love. It's like, I don't think it's digital. I think it's like a backlit screen, if I'm not mistaken. It does like turn off compared to the old sort of BMs where it's like that orange, just very dull, like instruments and stuff, which I wasn't a massive fan of. So I'm really glad it came with that. Rear parking sensors, the LED lights, and the rear sort of rear lights as well. They basically, it's really weird, they have like a black sort of inlay, so it makes them look sort of like darker, more like literally shadow like. I think it looks really nice, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell on the video, but just sort of the back inlays are just sort of blacked out. It gives it a sort of carbon kind of look, which I think when you're driving around and stuff, you can sort of tell the difference. I really like it, like I say. And you get all those 8 things there, and it all comes to, I think that on a standard one it's £1,335 more for the Shadow Edition. So for all that, it was a bit of a no-brainer for me. It had everything I wanted on it, and obviously I added a few extra bits myself onto that as well. Yeah, so obviously I added a few things to the car myself, apart from what comes as standard on the Shadow Edition. I have the spec sheet with me, so I can read off all the stuff that I added on. First thing on the list is the professional nav, which is the sort of big screen that comes just on top of the dash there. To be honest with you, I literally just thought, you know, it looked cool, a bigger screen. It looks a bit more, I guess you could say, professional. It is professional nav. Is it worth the money? I mean, it's an extra sort of 800 quid. Probably not worth the money, to be honest with you. It is good, it is very fast, and, you know, gives the car a bit of a better look, having a nice wide HD screen, compared to the one that isn't, like, it doesn't look amazing, to be honest with you. But I picked it anyway, so there you go. It comes with run flat tyres. If you are ordering a car from BM, run flat tyres. They are they're free. So if your person that sells you the car, the sales guy, doesn't add them on, make sure he adds them on because they're free. Obviously the sports automatic transmission, which I went for. I went for a reversing assist camera because I hate reversing. Honestly, I just, for some reason behind, I can never sort of grasp how far away I am. I'm always a little bit nervous. And considering I have a car like this, I thought I'd just add something on there. So, is that worth it for me? Yes. For you, maybe not. You might be sick at reversing. I don't know. Whatever. The folding wing mirrors was an option that I went for. Reason being, on my old car, both my wing mirrors ended up getting knocked in, which I thought was not something that I wanted on this car. Because I just thought, nah, it's an extra, I think it's £150 for folding wing mirrors. I thought, yeah, just bang them on, why not? Inside I went for the brushed aluminium interior trim, which I think is, it makes it look really, really nice inside. It makes it look very sort of professional. I came with the gloss black sort of the finisher, so that goes along the sort of side there. Reason I didn't go for gloss black the whole thing, which I was going to do, I was told by one of the guys in there that it does leave fingerprints, so be warned if you are speccing a car or you're interested in getting one of these in the future, just have a look round. If there's any gloss black you'll be able to see, but if you put your fingers onto it, it does leave a bit of a fingerprint, which I didn't really want. When you go for the brushed aluminium, you find that it doesn't really leave anything. So that was something that I decided to go for. And finally, I went for the Apple CarPlay, because I'm always literally connected up to my phone. So I thought, let's get it on the professional nav screen. So obviously that's pretty much all the spec that I put on this car. I think, you know, when I first walked into BMW, my perfect car literally would have been, you know, this, my own spec, everything that I want on it. So I'm absolutely over the moon with everything that's happened to get there. See, I think someone in the last video mentioned about, did I have a look at any other cars? Yes, I did. The main sort of competitors for this car are the Mercedes A45 or the Audi S3. Yes, now, to be honest with you, when I first sort of was looking around to get a new car, I initially wanted a BMW, funnily enough. I did have a look around, obviously, to check with the other cars to see if they were any good. I think for the price, because you do end up paying a lot more for the Mercedes and the Audi compared to the deals that they've got on this car at the minute, which I think are absolutely unbelievable for the car that you get. I mean, figures-wise, I don't really have any issues with releasing how much I pay for the car. I won't say exactly, but what I will say is that if you were looking to sort of get this car in this spec, you would need roughly about £2,500 to a £3,000 deposit, and then with that you'll need to pay on a PCP deal. It's about £350 per month in order to have this exact car which I'm driving. Which I think, to be honest with you, when I was going into Mercedes, they were quoting me sort of, close to £500 a month with the same deposit. The S3 was sort of, around the 400 plus mark. So, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. It's the same, if not better. The thing that I like about this as well is it's rear-wheel drive, so you can have a lot more fun in it. The torque is just ridiculous. Obviously, it'll be the same in the other cars, but because they're four-wheel drive, it'll be quicker off the start. However, I feel like this car, it's a lot more fun to drive. So if you watch any other videos, everybody says it, well, this car is genuinely just a lot of fun to drive. And for the price you pay for the quality that you get, generally this is the reason why this car sort of won me over compared to the others. And yeah, so pretty much that's pretty much everything, to be honest with you. Obviously, I mean, I've had the car sort of like a week and a half now. My opinion on the car is it's absolutely amazing. Do you want to race? Actually, I think he wants to race, this guy. Oh, mate, come on, race me, bro. Is he going to give it some? Come on, should we find out? Is he going to give it some? Is he going to give it? Go on, lad, go on. Ah, that's what for. You don't want to race. Ah. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, so my final opinion on the car is it is absolutely amazing. I am blown away, speechless. I mean, obviously I came from a manual Fiesta, bearing in mind, so obviously coming into this, it's literally like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm in love with everything about it. The gearbox, the speed, the looks, sort of, altogether it is just an amazing car. Considering I'm only 22 years old, it's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. For anyone who's wondering how I'm insured at 22 on a 3-litre straight six, I will release a video on you if you guys want. Just make sure you leave a like down below and comment that you want to know how I got insured on this car. And yeah, without that, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, if you thought it was informational, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be doing plenty more fun videos in the future with this car and just generally in life. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one.
I seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have, but never forgot it though. Brothers on the corner selling crack like it was nada though. Walk inside my kitchen, baking soda all up on the floor. Police banging on the door while gripping the 44. I was just a youngin', but this type of shit I seen before. Y'all see a white boy, but my daddy a Negro. Half-breed motherfucker, grip the mic and he flow. I just wanna spread love, they want me to bleed slow. I just wanna keep the peace and help people.